All right, week 5, upsets, only picks, the contest I do with my buddy Broc. He is unfortunately unwell right now. He came down with the nasty cold that's going around, so he is unavailable. We did it over text. We did it over phone call. But he didn't want the nastiness of his cold to be on video, and I completely understand that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to lay it out and show where things are and show the upset picks for this week. So these are the upset picks last week for week 4. The Buccaneers beat the Eagles. The Vikings beat the Packers. Ha, 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 ha. The Commanders beat the Cardinals. The Broncos beat the Jets. The Colts beat the Steelers. And the Titans beat the Dolphins. And that was actually a pick'em, so that's not necessarily an upset over. It was a pick'em, the first pick'em we had of the year. The only one we've had so far this year. And so we picked opposite ends of it. But we got 5 of those. I got 3 right. Broc got 2 right. So for this last week, this is what we had. Broc had the Colts and the Vikings. I had the Buccaneers, the Titans, and the Commanders. The only one we didn't pick the Broncos. Neither of us picked the Broncos to upset the Jets. So that's the only one we didn't get this last week. So pretty solid week when we've been struggling a little bit. For 6 upsets happening, we got 5 of the 6. So that's pretty solid for this contest. And those who don't remember, this contest is for golf. This last year, Broc lost. I had 35. Broc had 21. He's clearly off to a much better start than last year. Now we're tied 7-7. On pace for 28 to 30-ish each. So last year I had a much better record than this year. But there's a lot of room to go. The way we do this is snake order. So whoever picks first, the next person goes 2 picks. And then 2 picks, 2 picks, 2 picks until the final pick. We each get 5. There's only 14 games this week because there are 4 buys. 4 teams that are on bye, so 2 bye total for teams. So 14 games, we will be picking 10 of them, 10 of those games, 5 apiece. And then at the end of the year, whoever has the most upset picks, because we can only pick the underdog. Doesn't matter if it's a 1-point spread, a 1.5, 2 points, 3 points, 5 points, 10 points. Doesn't matter what the spread is. We can only pick the underdogs. And so that's how this contest goes. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I appreciate every one of you. Comment, like the video. It helps the algorithm. And then we're going to try to get more people involved as this channel grows. It is growing, so I appreciate you guys. And then as the channel grows, we'll get more people involved. And we're going to try to do a contest where we fly someone out for golf before the football season starts. That's the goal of the channel. So we're nowhere close to that, but we are growing, and we appreciate all of you guys. So here's this week's upsets. I'm going to probably have to bring myself completely off a little bit more. I can probably just squeeze. Which way do we got to go? Oh, just a little tiny head right here. So I'll put our picks below us right here as we go along. We've got the Buccaneers versus the Falcons. We got the Jets as the underdog to the Vikings. We got the Bengals to the underdogs to the Ravens. We've got the Texans under the Bills, Browns, Commanders, Panthers at the Bears, Colts as the underdog to the Jaguars. I don't understand that one. Dolphins as the underdog to the Patriots, the Cardinals to the underdog to the Niners, Raiders. You can see on and on. The bullet points are the underdogs. So I'm going to read our texts, and then I will fill it in here, and I will show you guys who we all picked, and we'll go from there. So Broc was first because on week 1 he was first. He got the first par when we were golfing. Man, I feel like I'm completely off this thing. I am completely off. There we go. That's a little bit better. Boom. Boom, chicka boom. So Broc was first, and I'll just read our texts, and we'll go from there, and I'll fill it in, and I'll show you guys the picks, and then we'll go from there. All right, so Broc picked first, very fittingly. He picked the Colts over the Jaguars. So that's pick number 1 for him. He was first, and then I would go 2. I would snake order next. And I chose the Buccaneers next. You see the top left there. Buccaneers are a 1.5 dog under the Falcons. And then I picked the Texans. You see the bottom there on the bottom left. Texans at home against the Bills. So I picked the Texans to upset the Bills. Broc, for his second pick, chose the Cowboys top right there on Sunday night's game. The Cowboys are headed to Pittsburgh. They are a 2.5 point dog. And then he chose next the Rams. Oh, I was going to take that one too, and then he did. I said that in the middle of it. I said, you dog, I want to always pick against the Packers, the puke Packers. Packers are the favorite heading to Los Angeles, and I do. On my other video, you guys saw that I picked the Rams to upset the Packers. So those are 3 for him. I then next chose the Raiders at the Broncos. So that was my third pick, was the Raiders. Then I chose the Bengals on the far left there, the Bengals against the Ravens. I'm not super confident on that one at all. At all. I can't say any form of confidence with that one. But I did choose the Bengals against the Ravens. Hopefully they start getting hot again. Then he chose the Jets. Broc chose the Jets. Let's see where that one's at. Far left, second game down. Jets at the Vikings. So he chose the Jets to upset the Vikings. That game's in London, so that could be why. So on the road, that's hard for both teams to travel. So depending on who travels better will be that one. And then he chose the very last one, the Monday game. He chose the Saints to upset the Chiefs, to have another big outing on offense to be able to upset the Chiefs. And then I would go last because of snake order. And I chose Dolphins, bottom center there. Dolphins at the Patriots. I chose the Dolphins to be able to be my last up. So those are our picks. That's how it looks. I've got the Texans, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Raiders, and Bengals. He's got the Rams, Colts, Jets, Saints, and Cowboys. Let us know what you guys think of the other 4 games. Was there an upset that you guys think that maybe we should have picked? Who do you think has the better chances of winning this week? We're tied 7-7 now, so it's locked back up 7-7, and away we go into week 5. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Until next time, good luck to all your teams, and enjoy this week's games.